So, hi everyone. So, we will start in a few minutes and we just have to wait for the speaker. Thank you. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and I'm happy to see you all today. And thank you guys for allotting time during your week to attend an ACE Commerce Philippines event. And I hope everyone's excited to listen and learn from our speaker because we will be starting our webinar in a few minutes. Thank you. Okay, so hi again, everyone, and welcome to this week's Ace Commerce event. And thank you for joining us for today's exciting webinar. So, my name is Patrice, and I'm a community associate of Ace Commerce Philippines, a cross-border entrepreneur learning community. So, before I call on our speaker for today's webinar, let me introduce you guys to what Ace Commerce is. So, Amazing Cross-Borders Entrepreneurs Commerce, or Ace Commerce, is a global entrepreneur community that started in Indonesia. So Ace Commerce Philippines is one of their chapters as the community expands in the rest of Southeast Asia. So Ace Commerce is for anyone interested in learning about building successful cross-border commerce by exploring opportunities in a wide range of commerce, as well as having amazing insights and guidance from awesome founders and entrepreneurs. So this community is for those who want to become a better entrepreneurs. So of course, we also strive to bring in amazing founders, mentors, and entrepreneurs to talk to our community of aspiring successful entrepreneurs, and we strive to provide the best online resources and content to our community to help them towards entrepreneurial success. So if you want to learn more about entrepreneurship and get updated for upcoming events, please like our Facebook page. And in order to connect with fellow entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, you can join our Telegram group so you can network and ask advice from the community. So lastly, I'd like to go over a few items for those who want to have an e-certificate. So our participants must fill out the evaluation form during the end of this webinar. So the link will be given at the end of the talk and will be open until 11:59 p.m. only today. So you must send the proof of attendance at this webinar. It can be a screenshot of this event and also a proof of your membership at our website. So it can be a screenshot of your account on Ace Commerce Philippines website. So in case some of you guys are not a member yet, then here's how you can sign up. Okay, so I hope everyone here is already a member, but if you're not, you can just sign up at our website after this webinar. So please also note that after this webinar, Eliza, another Ace Commerce Associate, will take over the hosting duties. So she will lead the question and answer portion. So anyways, that's all from me because I know everyone is excited to meet our speaker. So let me introduce her to you right now. So our main speaker for today is Miss Myrtle Ann Ramos, the founder and CEO of Black Tides. So NFTs and blockchain technology are one of the trendiest topic today, yet most people do not seem to fully understand what they are. So if you are one of those who are very interested in familiarizing yourself with these, then this webinar is perfect for you. So everyone, let us all welcome and give a round of applause to Miss Myrtle Ann Ramos. Miss Myrtle.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Miss.
Can you see me now?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Let me share my screen, please. Thank you so much for the great introduction. And I'm really thrilled to present today. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. So let me just share my screen. I'm not yet allowed to share. So who here knows about NFT? You can put in the comment section. Do you know about blockchain? You have any ideas about cryptocurrencies? Hold on. Okay, there. So I can share my screen now. One moment. Don't be shy, guys, okay? All right, you can see my screen now, right? Okay, there I can see it. All right, so we will be talking about basically blockchain, crypto, and NFT. So let me just share to you my story how I get into blockchain. So I've been in the corporate ladder for 8 years. Started out as a uh, account executive for numerous accounts like GoDaddy, Apple, as a customer service, technical support, quality analyst. So I've been there, done that, and one day took a leap of faith in having my own business. So as a quality analyst, it's already stable on 9 to 5 job. I'm okay, stable income. But one day I realized that I need to make a change if because there's this thought that I want to change the world. So I don't know if uh sometimes you're actually doing that or sometimes thinking that you can change the world. So that day clicked. One guy from Singapore trusted me about having or organizing an event here at Tocada, Manila. And then magic happened. We've done 50 tours. I took a leap of faith as if I'm jumping on a cliff in this technology. And then I had no idea what blockchain and crypto is. All I know before is I'm hosting events. And then one time when I hired two hosts already, I realized one thing. At the background, technical doings, the slides for me to be able to run through a great event. I realized that there's no connection to the event that I'm doing when it comes to the host and the audience, which made me curious. how what blockchain, crypto, and NFT is, I researched, decided one day that I'll be the host for this event now. Moving forward, all of the events that we're doing. So the pillar for Block Tides is really events, organization, doing tours. And then what happened is really I've done my own due diligence, research, asked the right mentors. So that's why now, I also have my own play and earn game, which is Place War. And we raised around 2.4 million dollars. And I'm also the graduate of Draper University in Silicon Valley. It's a good journey, not easy, but full of learning, full of lessons. And yeah, so when it comes to that, that's my history. So let's talk about blockchain. What really blockchain is. So basically, the best analogy for blockchain. So imagine the traditional systems that we're using right now. So the traditional system in the banks, the school records, the national IDs are all centralized. But when it comes to this technology, of course, blockchain itself. So when it comes to the bank, right now, what this technology is doing is removing the third party, the middleman. Basically, that's the best explanation. Simple. It's the word itself na akala nyo it's really complicated, but it's not. But to simplify, you don't need to understand the whole technical aspects of things in this technology. All you have to do is understand it. So it's removing the middleman. So instead of you going to the bank, investing your money, hard earned money to the bank without you knowing where the bank is investing your money, you can be your own bank here in the blockchain and crypto space. So basically, again, it's removing the third party when it comes to handling transactions. But blockchain is not limited when it comes to cryptocurrencies or finance alone, because this technology can also help when it comes to the records that we have, for example, in the real estate. When purchasing houses or you want to purchase a house, there's a lot of tedious paperworks, right? But there's already a technology existing out there which you can definitely go ahead and sign contracts already for you to be able to purchase a house by using your digital signature, the smart contract, for you to purchase a house using this. So I'll give you the best examples of the companies, yeah. And then when it comes to the school records of each universities here in the Philippines, I've done talks with UP before. I've explained this to them, and they're really interested and wants to seek to have a blockchain deployed with their school records. So just imagine you need to get your transcript of records requested how many days. But when it comes to using this technology, it's gonna be fast in just 15 minutes. For example, you'll graduate sa school. What will happen is you can just go ahead and send this link to the employer that you want to apply, of course, na maging part ka ng company. And then all you have to do is check the legitimacy using blockchain, smart contract, it's already verified. So that's really the purpose of blockchain technology. So coming from the word itself, it consists, this is the technical aspect. I will simplify it as much as possible, but it's really blocks which it's occurring. It's a group of records, a blocks of records which you cannot alter or manipulate. But there's a big question. Why there's a lot of hacks happening? Again, not all blockchains are safe, especially what happened with the Axie hack before, right? So they have their own blockchain. And then when it comes to the Ledger blockchain, so this one offers transparency. That's the reason why governments, the banks, are really afraid to use this. To be honest, I'm not afraid to say this to you guys because this is the reality of what this technology is offering to us. So we're just done with the elections, right? We're all craving for transparency, but just imagine India is already using blockchain technology in their cell phone for them to vote for their next president with transparency. So it's all real time. You cannot manipulate everything because there's a lot of experts that can verify that this is not a faulty system. When it comes to the coding, you cannot alter the results, you cannot change it once you send it, once you initiate or trigger the button for you to be able to transfer the data, it cannot be reversed anymore, even in transactions. So, yeah, so that's the purpose of blockchain technology. So, it's all technical. I don't want to deep dive into the technical aspects, but I assume that you understand how it works now. So it's using cryptographic hash, okay? It's really hard to manipulate, to alter everything, which, of course, the best. So you can see the difference between a centralized network, right? So centralized network, there's only one single authority to make decisions. And then all of us know, right? It's actually the revolution for us to have the right to vote for everything. So in the decentralized network, so this one is networks, okay? So I'll explain to you the difference between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. So we're already now in Web 3, which you're already hearing from a lot of news. So this one is Web 3, which is decentralized. And then it's a shared database, guys. So you don't need to make everything complicated. So here, there's different types of information that can be stored sa loob ng system. So for example, you want to send money from the US to the Philippines. A lot of people are doing bank transfers, which will take 3 to 7 days, right? The normal banking process. And it requires you to have a lot of it's your money. Why you need to actually prove that this is your money. So the purpose of that is really for transparency, efficient process, and of course hassle. Time is very valuable, right? So most common thing after 10 minutes using Binance or any other decentralized wallet. The wallets are like our digital wallet. So the digital wallet, once you send that, it's gonna take 1 minute for you to send the money. So it's very simple. So of course, when it comes to the decentralization, it's giving us the freedom to vote in a massive way kung ano yung consensus of everyone. And then there's different kinds of blockchain. So the interesting part here, so there's different kinds. What are those? So yung public blockchain, when it comes to public blockchains, it's the sample are Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its own uh, blockchain. And then yung Axie Infinity, we all know that, you all heard that in the news. It's actually running in Ethereum blockchain. And then there are others. For example, yung Play and Earn namin is running in Binance Smart Chain na blockchain. So there's different kinds also. Like in our knowing, when it comes to using internet, para lang siyang PLDT, Globe, PLDT, Converge. It's different kinds of blockchain. Okay. So when it comes to private blockchains, this can be used by companies, by enterprises, schools, if ever that they want to design it accordingly in a private way para sa students. So it is really possible. For example, gusto niyong bumoto ng when it comes to the activities for your school or for the organization, you all have the right to vote already. So that's very possible using blockchain. Consortium blockchain, the difference between this and the private and public and the hybrid. So consortium, it's a combination of two organizations that can have the authority and everything is decentralized. And then hybrid blockchain, it's the combination of different blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain. It's possible. It's called interoperability. So these are the sample. It's all coding, guys. It's all how it's made when it comes to the distribution of the data. data itself is really valuable, right? So I don't want to go further when it comes to the technical aspects. So these are the things that you can see, yung different types of blockchain platforms, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon. What are the difference? Bakit siya iba-iba? So the point of this difference is basically the transaction speed. Kung gaano kabilis ka mag-send ng data or your cryptos or money. And of course, the gas fees. So gas fees is what we call it in the blockchain space, in the crypto space, like just like what we are paying when it comes to ordering sa Grab food. So basically, yun ang labanan when it comes to the different types of blockchain. Kung gaano siya ka-safe, kung gaano siya kabilis, kung gaano kamahal yung transaction fees. So which one will you choose, right? Me, I don't want to have a favorite when it comes to using blockchains, but the most efficient that I can see now when it comes to transaction and speed is Binance Smart Chain and Polygon. And it only takes you like 50 cents to send the money. So that's the difference. So the blockchain applications, for sure, you can see this can be applied sa lahat ng industry. In all industries, you can see it. Business, private, when it comes to education, the one that I mentioned earlier, sa health records, important, diba? When it comes to health records, magre-request ka kapag kunwari, may na-hospital, ang dami mong aasikasuhin when it comes to health transaction, health information. Why not use blockchain technology in your cell phone? Use a digital signature encrypted, and then it's gonna be safe. And also we can use integrity verification. So it's all made, and then e-voting, the one that I told you earlier. You can vote for something, you have the right sa whole ecosystem in one place. Okay. And what is blockchain? Yeah. So this is the perfect example when it comes to how it's made. So the data and the reference. So Bitcoin is not blockchain, guys. So Bitcoin is running in blockchain technology. So I know you have a lot of questions. I will honor that later. So these are the industries. Of course, you can see intellectual property. I've experienced myself in buying a house, of course. It's really tedious na mag-sign ng mga ganito, ganyan, right? But this one is really for efficiency. The current president now is actually supporting AI and blockchain. I don't know what's his plan yet, but let's see what will happen. So this one I will not show it. It's gonna kind of long. So the blockchain applications, what are these? So eto na yung pinaka fun part. Nandito na tayo sa exciting part, which is yung NFTs, right? So there's a lot of celebrities posting they have an NFT, blah blah, hype na sumasali na sila sa hype, but they don't know the risks, the use cases, how it's gonna be sustainable when it comes to considerations, right? So NFT marketplace is just like say the same that we're using Shopee. So basically, ito, when it comes to marketplace, instead of you just posting in Shopee some middleman, you can post it on your own. You don't need to pay a lot of things when it comes to miscellaneous or whatnot. And it's really directly going to your income. If we're considering marketplaces for arts, for the goods, or for whatever arts or the things that you want to upload sa marketplaces. And then of course, this can be used also sa medical data. At the same time, advertising insights. Now, there's already an app that you can move to earn. So last year, nung sa Axie hype is play to earn, right? Play and earn. And then now, all you have to do is actually buy a digital shoe. And then once you'll be able to run, it's gonna calculate your steps, and then you can earn in tokens already. So this is an abundant technology which is made possible for us to have rewards. It's for financial freedom, to be honest. But this is not a financial advice, of course. So it can be used also for voting mechanism, the one that I told you earlier, and then cryptocurrencies, right? So it's not just evolving in crypto. It's not just about Shiba, it's not about just Dogecoin, but the technology itself. So the benefits, that's the one that I mentioned already: time saving, cost saving, more tighter security. But again, it's not all blockchains are trustable, okay? So it just like the same sa traditional excuse me, traditional businesses. So in traditional businesses, you can there's faulty technologies too, which actually what do you call this, tamper, doing cybercrime. This thing happening also in the traditional businesses. So but here you can really prove that once you'll ask a good mentor, once you'll ask if it's a good smart contract, if it's a good project, you will know already by just looking sa internet in your cell phone. So the challenges right now. So eto na yung mga news ngayon. Ang dami ng news ngayon, bumaba ang Bitcoin, ganyan ganyan. Binance is not allowed here in the Philippines or whatnot. Ang dami na nilang kinecreate na. I don't know what's happening right now, but one thing is for sure, they cannot stop the technology. Because once you'll be able to stop this technology, you need to have a massive blackout sa buong mundo. Because Bitcoin servers, even this server will shut down dito sa Philippines, it will still exist in other countries. So that's the purpose of that. So no one can really stop this technology at all. That's the reason why si Satoshi Nakamoto, the one who created the first blockchain, Bitcoin network, hindi siya nagpapakilala. He is still anonymous. And at the same time, yun nga, when it comes to energy consumption, they're all saying na it's affected because of the mining and daming carbon emission, but it's totally not. All you have to do is seek the right answers na information. It's not affecting the environment, to be honest. Just like how we use normal computers. Actually, ito yung pinaka-point nun. And when it comes to education and information, I really love na I'm presenting to you now for you to be able to know what's really happening in this space. So it's also a personal responsibility when it comes to using this. And of course, a lot of people, like in the traditional businesses, also use this for bad. I mean, money for bad purposes, right? Like money laundering or whatnot. So you can see that it's cutting the middleman for sure. So what is cryptocurrency? So this one, I'm gonna make it quick. So it's running again in cryptography. It's a digital currency. It has value. You can exchange it. It's regularized here. BSP honors it, guys. There's this thing called VASP as a license for you to be able to trade cryptos into Philippine pesos. So that's wherein the regulation comes in, and then of course, what does it solve? So of course, confidentiality. Kung ayaw mo makita yung mga transactions mo, it can also use to protect your data. At the same time, secure system when it comes to this one. So how many Bitcoins are created every day? This is just a fun fact. So it's 3,600. Kailan siya nag-start? I'm still in college way back. So it's January 2009. So the first academic paper is called white paper. So it's the Bitcoin white paper. So if you don't know about white paper, so it's actually the plan, the use cases, the proof of work of what's the use cases of this technology. So that's the purpose of a white paper. So I don't want to dive deeper into this. So, but you can see the difference when you type an input and then digest, it will be encrypted. So the different types of cryptocurrencies, I'm also an influencer of CoinMarketCap. So the best way for you to check projects, companies, is by going to coinmarketcap.com. They also have Alexandria. Yung mga cryptos lang, crypto words na gusto nyong malaman, can definitely check it out sa Alexandria what are NFTs, ano ba yung use cases, what are the latest news, you can check it. Okay. So, of course, how do you get cryptocurrency? There's a lot of ways. May mga nagmamine ng cryptocurrency just by using your computers. You can mine cryptos already. Free money. Yes, it's possible. And then sa exchange platform. So I do have a partner, Moneybees. I always do OTC. So if you have cash, if you want to experience your own crypto, having your own, you can do OTC manually na face to face, like what we're doing sa MoneyGram. And then when it comes to, of course, Binance is the very number one exchange now, which is very famous around the world. You can also register. All you have to do is submit your ID. So you can trade already, or you can store crypto or buy cryptos. So how do we use it? Of course, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So it offers a lot of things. But the crypto world is really volatile when it comes to the prices going up. One day it's $65,000, and then the next day it's 45,000, and then now it's 20,000, right? So that's the current situation. So this is not for the faint-hearted when it comes to investments, okay? Just the heads up. So the one that I told you earlier, this is not backed by any government. So that's the reason why a lot of people are trying to stop it. And then it changes constantly when it comes to the prices, right? Unlike in forex trading, it's more stable, I assume. So here, paying with cryptocurrency, as I told you earlier, once you trigger the button in sending the transaction, it's irreversible. You cannot undo it. So the information of the transactions will all be transparent. So for example, I sent you this transaction like in Gcash, how we send money. You can also do that here, but it's very detailed. Lahat makikita mo when it comes to how much is the gas fee, the transaction fee as we call it. And then when it comes to how much that is, anyone can see it. It's really transparent. And then, of course, how to avoid cryptocurrency scams. It's not just about learning about crypto. I want you to be safe as well. So, yung mga social media scams na nanalo ka, giveaways, you've been chosen, please don't fall for that scams, okay? And then yung mga investment and business opportunity scams na, I will manage your money, idodouble natin yan ng 30% in just 30 days or 5 days. May mga ganon, guys. Okay? So, blackmail emails, don't press any suspicious links. And then me, I encountered this. One friend of mine was scammed. They copied my profile asking for gas fee, transaction fee, and $400 nag-send siya. So, I don't message first. So, that's the best thing here. And then, of course, guys, the point of cryptocurrency is really it's not owned by just one single entity. So this one is actually owned by everyone. So that's the good thing, right? And it's impossible to forge. You cannot manipulate or alter that for sure. And most of it, if you're going to use privacy coins, there's such thing as privacy coins who really values privacy. You can definitely go ahead and buy it. Most of your transactions are encrypted in many layers. Okay, hold on. And then, so when it comes to the security, it goes through time and value. So just imagine this project that I supported. It's a blockchain game. So they entrusted me. I volunteered in promoting them with my business because I love the project. I didn't ask for anything. And then they gave me free tokens. There's no value last 2 years ago. And just imagine Gala Games. So if you're gonna search the value of Gala Games now, it's worth millions. So that's how it goes, just like in private companies. So here you have the chance to really change your life by investing in projects. So in private sales, in seed sales, not the public ones. Okay. So If you know how to trade, you can definitely make money. So yun. So the challenges again, false decentralization, don't fall ng mga sinasabi nila is they're using their own blockchain. Make sure it's audited. And then of course, efficiency, volatility, price going up one day and then it's going down. It's a normal process. Since 2016, we already done that. So let's go to NFTs. So what are non-fungible tokens? So in our Place War game, we have sold like $3 million for the Place War tanks last November. And I'm really grateful because I'm the first ever Filipino who done that. And as a play and earn game, we're also backed by crypto.com and a lot of prestigious investors. So non-fungible tokens or NFTs are basically a token, right? So the difference between cryptocurrencies, you can trade cryptocurrencies. But when it comes to non-fungible tokens, it's unique, guys. So you cannot trade NFTs from one to another, just like in forex, cryptocurrencies, but it's still a digital asset. So the characteristics, of course, rarity, transparency, uniqueness. All NFTs are unique. It has a number and value. So imagine yung dating nung 90s, batang 90s, you actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! So yung mga Yu-Gi-Oh cards or yung Pokemon cards, it has different rarity, right? I don't know if you experienced that, guys. So each and every Yu-Gi-Oh cards may specific numbers siya. So it's just the same in NFTs. So it's really like that. Okay. So when it comes to indivisibility as well, of course, again, everything is unique. You can definitely see it. But the big question, can anyone create NFTs? Yes, it's possible. But for you to be able to actually upload NFTs, you still need to do marketing. You need to build your own community still for you to be able to determine the price of your NFTs. Okay. So there's a lot of marketplaces which you can do or use. So the token standard, guys, for NFTs is running first before in Ethereum network, Ethereum blockchain. Okay. So it's called ERC 721. So that's the technical thing that it's called there. It's ERC 20 token. That's the most famous names or the protocol when it comes to identifying if it's an NFT or not. All right. So what are the popular ones? So you can see it's Axie Infinity. So it's CryptoPunks and then the Centraland. So what is the Centraland? Hold on, guys. All right. So the Centraland is actually like Roblox. So if you have a daughter, if you have a sister who plays Roblox, basically it's similar to like that. It's a different world where you can purchase lands, you can purchase characters. So it's like that. So OpenSea are open for everyone when it comes to uploading their own NFTs, your music, your selfies, you can actually do that. And NBA Top Shots are actually NFTs licensed by the NBA. So that's the perfect explanation. So it's all running in different blockchains, guys. So Axie Infinity is running in Ethereum network. CryptoPunks are actually the pixels. I actually am not a fan of CryptoPunks, but it sold like millions of dollars. So you can see here. So how safe it is. So it's so important for you to know this. So the security level of this is similar to crypto. So it's immutable. And at the same time, please be careful in trusting the blockchain when it comes to, of course, the recent cyber attacks in Axie Infinity and other cryptocurrencies. Okay. So security flaws, of course, again, it is prone to cyber attacks. It depends how it's made. But if you really trust the very strong blockchain, how it's made, it's really, really secured. So how to buy and sell? So OpenSea, all of the things that you can see, you can write it down in your notes, of course. Mintable, if you have the talent to actually sell NFTs. I tried actually selling my daughter's artwork. I sold it for $15. So you are the master of the price here. So if you're lucky enough, if you believe that you're lucky, you can send it for you can actually sell it for millions. So this is wherein you can definitely go ahead and do that. So how to buy and sell, that's the one that I told you. You can see it. So these one are the famous NFTs. The first tweet by Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter. So it's actually bought by $2.9 million. So I want to remove the what do you call this? Higher expectation that anyone can do this. Okay. So when it comes to listing it, you still need to have an effort to do it, to market it, to be so there are lucky people who really sold millions of dollars. So it's still like the normal marketplace that we have. So why are they important? Of course. When it comes to this, it's very fast in transaction, and then, of course, it's really prone to hacking. It really depends on which technology. So that's about it. So if you have questions, I'm open to answer everyone.
All right, so thank you so much for that insightful and inspiring talk. Again, I am Elisa, a community associate of Ace Commerce, and I'll be the host from then on. I really hope everyone learned a lot from Miss Merrill's talk and that the skills and stories she imparted will be valuable to everyone in the audience. Now, before we move on to our Q&A segment, let's all have a quick 1-minute break. In the meantime, you may think of questions you would want to ask when we resume from our break. Hi again, everyone. I know a lot of you are looking forward to asking questions to know more about the topic today. So we are now opening the floor to some questions. I will be the one to address you during the Q&A portion, so please send your questions through the chat box or private message me if you're shy. So while waiting for some questions to come in, someone had actually sent me a private message earlier. And they're asking, does investing in NFTs, and cryptocurrencies really value creation?
Okay, so again, it depends. Thank you for the question. So it depends on which crypto or which NFTs are you going to invest in. Okay, so how to determine that? Again, the one that I saw you earlier. So earlier, it's basically check the project using coinmarketcap.com. You can see the website. And then once you'll go to the website of the project, so the project there, you can see the team, what they offer in changing, of course, the real world problems. So you can actually use blockchain technology for aviation now, for fashion. So it depends on which really interests you. Just like a normal investor, right? So before, um, yung mga mayayaman lang ang may right to invest sa mga companies. But here in the blockchain space, even for like $200, you can be an investor for that project already. So all you have to do is seek and then check the project, check the team. At the same time, kung legit ba sila or not. Because be careful, there's a lot of people pretending to be legit, but they're not. Okay?
Okay, that's really insightful. So another one had private messaged me, and they're asking what is an advantage of doing a crypto, and if I may add to this in terms of business or corporate.
So the question is, what is the advantage of having the crypto, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's really personal. So this one is really my own personal experience. So I'm not using bank anymore for 6 years. So all of my family members are now using an exchange. And then when my brother is really asking, like, Ate, can you give me money? I'm just sending it through the exchange. And then it's the transaction fees wise, it's just 5 cents, unlike other of course other transaction fees if you want to send big money. So in my own experience, cryptocurrencies are really cost efficient and then time saving because I can just send it in 1 minute, just like Gcash. So but the best thing here in my own personal experience, I can be my own bank. So for example, I have $200, I have a Binance account, and then I can stake my money. What is staking? So we call it staking, but in reality it is time deposit. So sa time deposit, right, it's only minimal na kapag after 1 year ganito lang yung nakukuha nyo. This is investment speaking or money talks. So in my own experience, I can actually earn 20% for me to be able to stake my money. It's still money. It's of course it's savings. So consider it as a time deposit. Here in this space, you can see it in your own cell phone.
Right, right. So I really hope that answers the question of some of the person who asked that. Okay, so moving on, I think this question is from someone who's familiar with cryptocurrency and blockchain. So they're asking, what is a slippage? I tried to swap coins, but it always crashes because of slippage.
Okay, so in financial terms, actually this one are actually the financial instruments. So I'm into trading also, but I'm using Binance. So I'm not promoting Binance. So when it comes to slippage, so it's actually a computer signage when it comes to the expected price of an order. So if you want your transaction to push through immediately, so it's gonna be triggering in the forefront of the queue. Like in the queue, for example, you requested something, right? So due to the volatility of cryptocurrency, for sure, so the price of an asset fluctuate for sure. That's the reason why you have to set your slippage, because it's expected price of an order. So it depends. So it matters for me. So I've done that before, experienced that. So if your slippage is more higher, so it's the tolerance you have to set. So this one is more in a trading aspect, guys. Okay, so pardon us. So your exchange will not be completed. So the purpose of this is for your transaction to actually in the forefront para mauna siya. I hope that answered your question.
It did.
Yeah. Okay.
But they added a follow-up question in the private chat. So they're asking, is there any minimum amount to stake with related to the question?
Well, it depends on which platform that you're gonna use. For example, sa Binance, I believe it's around, I don't know the minimum. Hindi ko kabisado kasi. But if you're gonna check, I believe there is like $100, or you can actually trade for $10 now. So $10 is around 500 pesos. In Paymaya, you can invest one peso.
I hope that answers the question of the one who private messaged me. So, moving on, in the public chat, they're asking, what's your opinion about SLP? Is there a chance that it will pump?
Okay. So because I do have my own play and earn, right? So I don't want to, I this is the observation from me and my investors and partners. So basically, it's already not going to pump. This is my own observation, guys, okay? Because the tokenomics is already made that way. It's irreversible. That's what I told you what blockchain is, right? So that's the reason why I don't know if they will decide to pump, they will, right? So, but when it comes to the sustainability of the tokenomics, it's a death spiral already. So, yeah, I hope that there's still a chance that it will pump because it still depends on the management and how they can survive in marketing it again after the crisis, like the hacks or whatnot.
Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. So, moving on, they're asking, what makes an NFT project successful?
For me, it depends. It's not just about the money. So it depends on how you view success. So this one I'm going to flip it around. So I view success for me by providing education to the community. Since there's a lot of people who don't know about NFTs, cryptocurrency, that's the reason why all of our contents in Place War are really friendly. You can understand it like you're just checking your news feeds sa Facebook. You can understand it in a layman's term. So the purpose of that is I'm really happy. My success is basically the people are learning the journey, the industry that we have. And that success for me is for us to be able to help and understand what we are offering. And then of course, if they're lucky, when it comes to financial opportunities, we are always sharing it. So that's the meaning of success to me. I am sharing all of the opportunities that actually got we are a Christian nation. So I believe that I want this to be a tool for us to be a blessing for everyone.
Okay, thank you. So, in the public chat, someone's asking again, hello, Miss Ramos. Do you think Web 3.0 might change the whole business system considering this new digital transaction?
Well, yes, of course. So just to this is the best example for me to say to you guys. Web 1, so imagine the internet before, right? No one is believing the internet. So before, imagine the first time you use the internet, you're scared. So that's how you do it. So once you go to the website, you can see the information. So that's Web 1. You can only see the information, right? So but Web 2 happened. What is Web 2? You can interact already inside the Web 2, which is what we're doing now, right? So yung YouTube, Facebook, so that's Web 2. You can interact, you can upload, you can showcase yourself, but who are um who are the ones who's controlling it? The big companies, right? But when it comes to the Web 3, everyone can own the network. So basically, it's not you can earn from it also. You can own the network by having that cryptocurrency, and at the same time, guys, it's for everyone. It is really the diversity it's offering for everyone. So there's no big companies involved. 'Di ba nag-aaway sila when it comes to who's gonna control who. The big companies, YouTube, Facebook, you can see everywhere in Netflix. So here you own the network. You have the right and you are one of the shareholders.
Thank you for explaining that in detail. So in the public chat, someone is asking, why do people buy NFTs? For what purpose?
So there's many reasons. Some are just for fandom. For example, the celebrity actually posted their own NFTs. You can buy their NFTs if you really support that, right? So for the arts industries, if industry, sorry, if you really want to support the artist, you can actually there's a lot of purpose. Just like in the industries, there's different purposes as well. So NFT arts are there, and then NFT games are there. If you want to play the game, the purpose of the NFTs, you can use that as your character. You can amp it up, you can leverage and make your tanks powerful, or NFTs. So you can upgrade using NFTs for a very low price. So that's the purpose sometimes. And then in the music industry, this one is the best and I like most. I like music. Just imagine way back, I existed na actually yung MP3 ang hirap nating makuha before, right? Yung makinig ka ng sa CD, bibili ka pa ng CD ng favorite mong band, yung ganyan. Unlike now, nandiyan na lahat sa YouTube, sa Spotify, which na-remove yung ownership ng mismong musicians. Sino yung kumikita dito? Yung Spotify, yung YouTube, right? But when it comes to the music industry, this will give the exclusivity for the NFT artist na naghirap na nag-compose ng music. It can be paid directly to them na, nang wala ng middleman. Right.
Okay, so thank you for that. So, someone uh someone messaged on the public chat, what are your thoughts on the GameFi space?
So on the GameFi space, everything is being gamified now. So it's not just games, but it can also exist when it comes to, for example, DeFi, decentralized finance. So I don't want to bombard you with some crypto language. I want to simplify it. So there's a lot of people doing gamification when it comes to finances now. So again, you can stake this, you can stake that, and then you can move to earn. So it's all about gamification being different already. So you can actually, that I think, sing to earn. I saw one pitch here submitted to me. They're asking for funding. I also have a venture capital, by the way. And then you can sing to earn now. You can battle ahead using NFTs, using NFTs. For example, we're gonna do a battle, the two of us. You can battle that. It will create a trigger when it comes to the NFT transaction. But the GameFi, the last one that actually promoted last year, are the ones who's gonna last. But the new ones, I hope they will still gonna make it, or still gonna make it for the new ones that's existing now, because there's thousands of games now. To be honest, there's a lot. After Axie Infinity, there's a lot of games that you can explore now.
Okay, that's true, since I've heard a lot about it.
Crypto
So,
Blade,
yeah.
what else? There's a lot, really. There's a lot. I can name it like 10 projects already. So it's just
Mhm.
like being saturated now. And let's see who will survive this bear market.
Really. So moving on to another question in the public chat. They're asking, are you familiar with Pi Network? What are your thoughts about it?
So my thoughts about Pi Network, it's still anonymous, to be honest. And if you can actually mine cryptos, you will not actually invest anything. Just be safe, right? When it comes to your private information. But I also tried registering, to be honest, and then tried it because a lot of people are asking me about Pi Network. It became so popular. So, but once that Pi Network will have a value, you will be a millionaire. That's the one reality that I can think of. Okay, if you mine a lot of Pi coins, I don't know what is the name of their coins, but if they will go public, you will be surely a millionaire if that will have a value. Okay, but that's the reality. But the second reality that I'm thinking of, please be careful with your personal information, because I think you need to associate your Facebook accounts, right? So by registering, so please be careful with that. But I think it's not an MLM company, because there's no subscription, there's no package, there's no pyramiding scheme now, for now. Okay. That's the one that you need to consider in checking companies.
Okay, so everyone should proceed with caution about that. So someone sent me a DM and they're asking what inspired you to open a company focusing on blockchain and NFTs, among other things.
Actually, we are the first PR company for blockchain. So we are registered in Singapore and now soon to be a corporation. So one day, I attended an event here in Manila, and it's so boring. Sorry for the word, but it's really boring. And then I decided I'm already tired commuting, going to the corporate company that I've been with. And I decided one day to be an entrepreneur, took a leap of faith. Someone trusted me to host an event, and there I go. I hosted an event. It's just like, okay, let's go. It's just like YOLO, actually. It's fun, scary, but at the same time, such comfort zones, when you leave it, it will take you to greater things. Yeah. I want to solve the events industry when it comes to the engagement, the audiences. That's what I want to solve. But now I want to solve when it comes to the value giving to marketing for the projects, right? So not all marketing companies provide value to the people or to the companies, especially it's big money when it comes to marketing, right? I want them to have the quality service than the one that I am used to. See, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for that. So moving on to another DM. What makes a startup NFT game unique if it's similar to Axie Infinity?
What makes it unique? So I believe it's the gameplay. So here's what I need to want to make a shift when it comes to checking games. As just think of it like how it used to in playing games, because me, I love playing League of Legends, Mobile Legends, name it. As long as it's MOBA, let's go ahead and play. Even 24 hours I can play without earning. So just put that mentality back, because we're going to bring back that mentality here in the GameFi space, because a lot of people are just thinking about the earnings when it comes to GameFi. So let's bring back that mentality by enjoying what you're doing by playing games. At the same time, it's just an additional for you to be able to earn that money.
I hope that answers your question. So the next DM is, what does your company Block Tides do in alleviating the confusion around blockchain and NFTs? How do you encourage businesses to jump into blockchain technology?
I don't encourage, to be honest, but I want to empower. Encouraging is just like, hey, come on here. No, right? I'm just showing them the opportunity that there's this thing is existing now. They say it's going to be the future, but I believe it will. But what we're doing here, we also have a venture capital. It's just recently launched now. I'm funding projects now. I'm an angel investor. So if you have a project, please go ahead and approach us. We started out as an events company, so that's the other part that we do. And then studio. So if you want to have a video commercial or whatnot, all of the creatives, we're doing that. Social media management, community management. It's a one-stop shop for marketing purposes. And we're going to have a crypto academy, by the way. So if ever that you're available physically, I'll be inviting you once it's ready.
Just please post the details, and we'll try to encourage them to join as much as
Yeah,
possible.
of course.
So for the next direct message, they're asking, "Hi, Miss Ramos, what's the investment range to hire a PR agency to help NFT investors and artist market their NFTs? Also, how much is investment range to sponsor in Block Tides events? Thanks.
Oh, we can DM. We can just go ahead and DM. So it's actually confidential matter.
Okay, so whoever sent this, you could just contact her anytime. Her link.
You can email us at info@blocktoys.com. It's involving money now. So yeah.
All right, so please do so. So for the last question for now, what do you think is the best cryptocurrency that small and medium enterprises can utilize?
It's a bit hard kasi I have my own crypto rin, right? But
Mhm.
when it comes to the masses, I believe I'm more into stable coins right now because I want the market is not good, but I believe in the sustainability. There's a lot of aspects. You need to check if it's supporting the environment. Me, that's my take. Okay, sustainable. And then if it's friendly and if it's really there to promote and educate people, like Binance. So what I don't recommend, but this is my personal choice. It's BNB. So it's the Binance coin.
All right, so if that's all for questions for now, thank you so much again, Ms. Myrtle, for answering the questions and for the informative talk that you have shared with me and everyone in the Zoom. With that, we want to award the certificate of appreciation to you for being our speaker for today. So Ace Commerce Philippines awards the certificate of appreciation to Ms. Myrtle Ann Ramos for imparting their valuable insights and inspirations at the Ace Commerce webinar entitled Demystifying NFTs, Blockchain, and Beyond. Given on this day, June 17, 2022, Manila, Philippines, signed by Franciono, CEO and founder of Asia Commerce. Thank you again, Ms. Myrtle, for being such an inspiration to me and the people of today's event. We really appreciate you allotting time for us, and it was truly an honor to have you speak for us. Before you go, is there anything else you want to promote, or where can our audience reach you?
Just go ahead and follow Block Tides. But I want to give a last message. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, always believe in yourself. This is what I said also in the TGFI talk. So all of here, of course, here we're discussing entrepreneurship. So believe in yourself. Don't be afraid with your idea. If you want to have your own NFT project, we're here to support you. We're here to help you out. And keep believing in your dreams, guys. So you can be anything in this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Ms. Myrtle. So, with that, I'll just announce our next announcement. So, for our following weekly webinar, we will hope to see you again in how to build, optimize, and maximize your website to grow your online business in less than a year, led by Michelle Carpio, six-figure freelancer founder at Carpio Digital Marketing and Shopify conversion specialist. You can RSVP on our website for these events. Again, thank you and see you guys next week, same day, same time. For the last reminder for the participants who would want an e-certificate, please do not forget to create an e-commerce account through our website acecommerce.org as we give announcements for future webinars where you can RSVP. Please also do not forget to answer the e-certificate form that will be sent at the chat box. Friendly reminder that we will no longer strictly entertain concerns about e-certificate and create e-certificates to those who failed to answer the Google form. Please avoid making errors in putting your emails, as incorrect emails will no longer be our responsibility. If you want to learn more about entrepreneurship and get updated for our upcoming events, please like our Facebook page. And in order to connect with fellow entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, you can join our Telegram groups so you can network and ask advice from the community. So that's it for everyone. Remember that the evaluation form will be closed at 11:59 p.m. today. So for concerns, kindly message us on our Facebook group or on our Telegram channel. Thank you everyone for joining our event today, and we hope to see you again in our next event on June 24, Friday at 4 p.m.